Iyashikei is a subgenre of slice of life, portraying characters living out peaceful lives in calming environments, and is intended to have a healing effect on the audience. I stole that description from Wikipedia, but it works well, so anyways. Today I'll talk about a couple of manga that fall under that genre that I really like, so let's start. Gensuda is a high school student who starts living on the countryside, in a Buddhist temple filled with cats that is run by his grandma and his distant cousin Chion, whom he played with when they were kids. And that's pretty much the plot of Neko no Tera no Chion-san. It's a manga written and illustrated by Ojiro Makoto, who also did Fujiyama-san wa Shishunki, and Kimi wa Hoka Insomnia. This last one I talked about last video, and if you watched that, you'll know that I really like how she creates manga, so let me talk about that. As you heard from the little synopsis, the story is nothing complicated. I mean, it's an Iyashikei, so it mostly follows the day-to-day of Gen. Be it at school, out in the countryside, or in the temple, which, conveniently enough, needs an heir to marry Chion. And Gen is a pretty good candidate. Oh yeah, this manga is a romance, by the way, just so you know. Anyways, there's not much pressure there since Chion is pretty good at taking care of the temple on her own and Grandma is pretty chill about the whole matter, so don't expect much drama or anything in this manga. This simplicity also applies to the characters, of which the main ones are Gen, Chion, and Hiruma, Chion's friend. They don't have a lot going on with them, but what they have is really well done and they're really charming. This also applies to the secondary characters, which there are some, and they really add to the whole Iyashikei-ness of the manga. The best thing about the manga, in my opinion, is the art and presentation. I find Ojiro Makoto's art style to be very calming, for no better word to describe it. The characters have realistic proportions but are somewhat simplified, which gives them a large variety of expressions. The animals are cute, and that's really all they need to be, honestly. And the environments are really beautiful. I also really like the use of silence in the manga. That is one of my favorite things about Ojiro Makoto in general. Another very important aspect about this manga is the abundance of healthy crops. Now seriously, this manga has some fan service, but it is never obnoxious or anything, and it gets more rare as the series goes on. But it's still a very nice extra if you are interested in that, which I am. So, TLDR. If you want a good manga with cats, nice scenery, and a slow romance with zero to no drama, then read this. Also us. This one is finished with 79 chapters. Though it doesn't have an official translation, it does have a fan-made one, which is also finished. You know where to find that stuff. It's a pretty nice read in general, though it has a bit of an abrupt ending, but nothing too bad. And if you want more, you can also read Ojiro Makoto's other two works that I mentioned earlier. They're pretty good, in my opinion. This next one starts pretty much the same, but in reverse. Alice's grandmother, who lived on the countryside on a house with an irori, passes away, so Alice decides to take over her house after living 10 years in Tokyo. There, she's reunited with her younger childhood friend Harumi, who helps her with matters regarding the house like shopping wood or moving furniture. After which, they spend time and prepare and eat food around the irori. Alice-san Shii no irori-bata is as cozy as it sounds. This manga has more dialogue than the one I previously talked about, but it's mostly just normal day-to-day conversations, so it isn't hard to follow or anything. Which is great if you have the attention span of a fly like me. The art is super nice to look at. I know nothing about that, but the way stuff is drawn gives it a nice texture to everything, and the scenery really is beautiful, but that's to be expected from a manga like this. I find the look and design of the characters to be really appealing to me. I really like their expressions and they have very healthy proportions. Another aspect to take note of is the food they prepare. It's really well drawn and looks delicious. The story is set on a snowy town, so the image of a nice hot meal eaten around the irori on a cold evening is quite a common one here, and I personally find it lovely. There's some romance too, because why not? Personally, I find it nice. There's also a bit of a love triangle, but it doesn't get weird. Or at least not yet. It doesn't have an official English translation, and from what I can gather from the official Japanese site, it is a monthly manga and there are around 22 chapters currently released. It does have a fan translation, though it only has 9 chapters and it updates quite infrequently. Still, it's really well done and a really nice read. I want to get to the 8-minute mark, so here's another short manga, which kinda fits the video title. Akiyama-san is the head of a planning department at a travel agency, and she has a big interest for birds. So when she finds out that one of her subordinates, Takasaki, is going birdwatching, she starts tagging along with him on these trips. And that's pretty much what Akiyama-san no Tori Life is about. If you're interested in birds or cameras, then this one is pretty nice. Personally, I know about this one because I've followed the artist for a bit and I like their work, which you should check out if you're interested, though be aware that it isn't as tame as this. Another thing about the author is that they have a personal interest in birdwatching and photography, as you can probably guess by looking at their Twitter account. So that definitely helps in terms of accuracy, and it's always nice to read a work like that. It's like hearing someone ramble about something they're passionate about. There's a hint of romance here and there, but those were nothing big. Mainly because this one has just 1 volume released and 5 chapters translated. But still, I think it's pretty neat if you're into the stuff it's about. And this will be all the manga for today. You may notice a common theme here, and that will be the portrayal and appreciation of the beauty and wonders of nature. Breasts. Anyways, there are plenty more Iyashikei manga out there. Manga like Otoyomogatari or Flying Wish, which I haven't read, but I will sooner or later. I hear they're pretty good. You can check those out too if you're interested. I'm still experimenting with what I want to do with this channel and videos. Hopefully, I'll take less time to make a video next time, since I'm starting to get the hang of everything. I'll probably try to upload a video and a short once a week. I just hope I don't run out of manga to talk about. Also, I plan on making videos on Fire Emblem manga, or possibly other games even, which sounds like a good idea to me. Let me know what you think, if there's anyone still here. Well, that will be it for today. Thanks for watching and see ya. I hope I reached the 8-minute mark.